Was it the Cobb and Cooper weren't on the field in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, man to man. I had one of our best receivers, Michael Gallup, one-on-one, and took that shot at it. Had an opportunity. Just didn't make the play. Got to do a better job on both of our ends in right there to make that play happen.
Did your shoulder affect you?
Not at all. Not at all.
At what point did you know it wasn't an issue?
The beginning of the game. Trusted the doctors, myself, went through the process and went and warmed up and knew I was able to go.
What disappoints you the most about the performance today, given the opportunity?
Yeah, we didn't get it done. We're too talented of a team and individuals to not make the plays, starting with myself. And it's disappointing, it's frustrating, but we all take responsibility. And as I said, it begins with me, and we're too talented, and we just didn't execute the way that we're capable of doing, and they did.
How did not getting a running game going, especially the first half, affect the entire offense?
Yeah, definitely did. Always does. When you can't run, especially this offense, the way we want to run and dictate how the game's going to be played, it's frustrating. And you have to throw the ball a lot. And anytime you make any team in the league one-dimensional, you're giving yourself a better chance. And they did that. They had a good plan, and we weren't able to capitalize on the opportunities that we had.
You said the shoulder did impact you, but you seem to say a little bit more than you normally did. And then to also talk about that play to Austin where you had him in that final possession.
Yeah, I mean, I missed some throws. I mean, I can't say I had pain or felt it in my shoulder. Could be maybe a lack of reps this week. Who knows? Excuse me. But yeah, wasn't my shoulder. Wasn't anything I was feeling. Felt great.
You had more incompletions throwing to Amari today than you've had in any games since you've been together. How do you explain what happened?
Yeah, I don't. I'm good. Yeah, trust me, I'm not crying yet. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't answer that necessarily. If I could, we would have fixed it right then in that first quarter. As I said, they had a good plan. They made some plays, made it tough on us, and we just didn't get it done.
How do you feel about where you stand now? Sub 500, and
yeah.
I hope they lose.
Frustrating. I've sat here after every game pretty much, win or loss, and said the good part about it is that we control our own destiny, and that's gone. That's out of our hands now, and that's unfortunate. It's very disappointing because we had the chance, right? We had the chance to control our destiny and be where we wanted to be. But now that it's out of our hands, we've got to control what we can control, and that's getting the win next week. Yeah, excuse me.
This was
a little gallows humor there for Dak on the eye, not crying yet. Elation on the other side for Carson Wentz. Here he is live on SportsCenter.
Like we've said the last few weeks, our backs were against the wall, and guys made plays. Defense played great. Offensively, we definitely left some plays and some points out there, but man, it feels good to get this victory.
Carson, Doug called it a playoff game tonight. You said you want to play in big games like this late in the season. How did it feel to be out there and then play so well?
Yeah, it felt great. I mean, it felt great to be out there with my guys again. And like I said, that playoff atmosphere, you can't beat it. You can't beat it, especially being at home here. The fans were awesome tonight. Guys made plays, but you know, at the end of the day, we still got one more.
Carson, seems for the second consecutive week you had some tempo to get you guys going offensively. How much is that helping you?
It's helping quite a bit. I mean, you see it, you know, there's evidence obviously that it is helping us. And you know, I think that's one thing that Coach, I've said it before, but he just has a really good feel for when to utilize it. You know, when to utilize it, whether, you know, that he feels the defenses is they're on the ropes, or if we're just, you know, we're moving the ball, whatever it takes. But Coach has a really good sense of when to do that and when not to.
Carson, the long pass to Greg that actually set Miles' touchdown. Has that play been in the playbook a while? And it's felt like we've seen that route combo from you guys before.
Yeah, it was sweet to be able to do it at the line. You know, at the line of scrimmage. You know, got that linebacker out there in space and played with his eyes a little bit. And obviously, Greg came wide open down the sideline, did a great job. That was a big play for us.
Carson, with all these young guys that are growing up at this time with you, working with them, it seems like everything's coming together.
I'm so proud of these guys. I'm so proud of them. It's been really fun. You know, obviously we've had our backs against the wall for a while now, and you know, just you can see the sense of belief that each of these guys have. You know, and you see it each week with them getting better and better, and believing in themselves and believing in this team. And I can't say enough good things about these young guys that are continually stepping up for us, and we're going to need these guys down the stretch.
Zach got banged up early in the game, and
Dallas stepped up. He had career high in receptions and yards. Can you talk about that, and how nice is it to have two tight ends like that in your arsenal?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, to have really even three. You know, I mean, Josh Perkins, I don't know what he had for catches, if any, tonight, but, you know, he's a weapon that we feel we can take advantage of as well. You know, I feel terrible that Zach, you know, got banged up. You know, I did that to him. I owe him something now. But, you know, we've had Dallas even last year. You know, we know what he can do. You know, we know what he can do. And, you know, he stepped up and made a bunch of big plays for us tonight, and he's a competitor for us.
Carson, what about the way the coaches have kind of tailored?
All right, so again, if the Eagles win next week on the road against the Giants, they win the division. If they lose and the Cowboys go home and beat Washington, then the Cowboys win the division. So, gentlemen, based on what you saw today and where these teams play next week and who wins this division?
You go first.
We'll just flip a coin here?
I'm going Eagles. Listen, they're hot, man. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you know, they beat the team that I thought was ultimately going to win it, and whatever, irrespective of what happens with Dallas, I think the Eagles handle their own business next week, and they end up getting the win. So the Eagles are going to be the division champs.
I agree, actually. I mean, the truth, this was the game.
Yeah,
you know, and
this is it.
You know, I think both teams could win next week, but because of what happened this week, that obviously favors the Philadelphia Eagles. And I also think that as you know, you look at the Dallas Cowboys, can you trust that, you know, they would run the ball the way we would think that they would want to run the ball? Or they would come out with some type of energy.
Trust it going forward?
Yeah, or come out with some energy and some purpose, the way you would think you would play in a big division game.
Yeah.
So those are the final thoughts on that game. Your final thoughts overall from what was a very interesting Week 16. What do you think?
I'm going to go Saints.
Firm our spot for the playoffs. You know, they made more plays than us. I mean, we just got to go win next week and hope for a loss.
What are the emotions in this moment?
Just pissed. Pissed we didn't go out there and get it done.
Do you feel like there need to be big picture changes here, especially if Philly wins next week and you guys don't make the playoffs?
I mean, we got to focus on finishing this season. I mean, we still got football left. We still making this playoffs. I think it's inappropriate to even talk about.
What was the difference offensively from, you know, what did they do to slow y'all down and stop y'all?
They did a really good job. They went out there and, I mean, they had a plan and they executed and it worked well for them.
Zeke, how is the team this talented now in this position?
Just not handling our business week in and week out. Not going out there and winning ball games. Yeah.
Is that the frustrating thing? You know, you have a great performance last week and you have a performance like this today. It's been like that all season. Inconsistent up and down. Follow a great win with some losses.
What are you asking?
Has that been the most frustrating thing of this season, that you guys have been so inconsistent and will follow good wins with losses like this?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, just not being consistent week to week. Yep.
Did you guys feel like the game just got out of hand early? Like, it just seemed quickly, 10-0, and then you guys are playing from behind, and I know you've talked about the running game being a tough situation with that in the past.
I mean, I wouldn't say it got out of hand. We got behind, but nothing crazy. They just, you know, played better than us tonight.
How would you evaluate Dak, his effort today, and the guys around him, their effort to help him out with some throws that were a little bit off but catchable?
I mean, I think Dak went out there and played his heart out. Everyone else went out there and played their hearts out. I mean, it's football. Sometimes you make plays, sometimes you don't. The team that makes the most plays wins the game.
Back to that inconsistency, is there any reason for that you can pinpoint, that you're aware of?
No, can't pinpoint it.
Zeke, simply put, how do you approach the fact that you know you're better than that team? You know this team has more talent. And yet if they get a single victory, they go to the playoffs. Not this team that many people thought could go the whole distance.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is everybody knows you guys have more talent than the Eagles, but yet if they win a game, they go to the playoffs, you go home, a team that many people believe could have ended up in Miami.
And you're asking?
I'm asking you what do you think when you hear that?
I mean, shit. How can you say, you know, we're a better team if we didn't go out there and beat them? When it was time to do it in the crunch time, we needed one win to solidify the division, and we couldn't do it. So I wouldn't say that, you know, like, you can't just say that we're a better team because we may have better players on the roster. I do believe we're a better team, but I mean, the team that goes out there and plays the best is the one that's going to win, and yeah, that's what happened tonight.
How would you characterize that frustration, knowing that you guys didn't play your best on this day when you had this opportunity?
I mean, I already said I was pissed. Really pissed. I don't know.
All things considered, is this the most frustrating season you've been a part of?
Yeah, I think you could say that.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you.